Hey, Soul Loves, it's Kimberly with Celestial Juju, and this is your weekly forecast, your energy analysis for the week of what is this? Starting April 28th till whatever 7 days is from today, whatever next Sunday is. So, this is what we're going to do on here. I'm going to talk about the transits that are going on. I will do that. I will talk about the big ones that are happening. And I already did one on our big ass transit of the week, which is the Neptune Mars conjunct. So you can go watch that. So that's what we do here. So this week, the transits, the big ones we're going to talk about is Venus moving into Taurus, one of her home signs that she likes being there. She's a very earthy Venus there. She's like a Mother Earth type of Venus. And Mars is moving into his home sign too, Aries. So that's the big ones that we have coming up. Plus, we've got Pluto going retrograde on the 5th and a sextile with Mars somewhere in there. I'll go over those dates with you all. So I'm going to go through all the transits for the week, what this is for the collective, what this energy is, and then we're going to do all signs, what this is for you individually, what house theme that it'll be in for you. So we're going to be hitting several houses with these transits. That's why I went on and did that individual one on the Mars, Neptune, and Mars's whole journey. I gave you all 3 dates in there of the big energy dates that Mars has in its 6 weeks journey into Aries. So make sure you check that one out because those transits happen on the 3rd and the 4th. I am not holding on to dates right now. And I've had one of those. It must be a lot of this Neptune energy because I like everything just keeps going. I can't hold on to anything as far as in my mind. And it's been really hard for me to record this. I've been trying to do this for 3 days now, and it's like I got the first one out with the Mars Neptune conjunct, and then I couldn't get the weekly one done. So that's where I'm at. So I don't know, how's it affecting you? Where have you been with all of these energies? And since the eclipses, we've had one thing after another, so we may be feeling a little burnt out by now. Okay, so here we go. The harnessing of these. Oh, and I'll do an energy transmission too after all signs. So we're going to harness these energies, harnessing these energies of Venus in Taurus and Mars in Aries. As we close out April and step into May, the cosmos is offering us a compelling narrative of renewal and action. This week, the 2 major planetary shifts dominate the astrological landscape are Venus entering Taurus and Mars transiting into Aries. Both planets are moving into their own domiciles. That's one of their houses that they go and they have. Okay, they operate with utmost efficiency and comfort, promising a blend of stability and assertiveness for our daily lives. Venus has been in Aries, where she's a little bit of the warrior there. And so this return into Taurus is return to pleasure and stability. She likes this place. On the 29th, Monday, Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and finances, glides into its home sign of Taurus, heralding a period of enhanced sensuality, grounded pleasures. In Taurus, Venus encourages us to slow down and reconnect to the joys of the physical world. This transit is perfect for indulging in life's luxuries, nurturing romantic relationships, and making financial improvements. Taurus's influence on Venus elevates our desires for comfort, for consistency, and making this a great time to beautify our surroundings and to stabilize our finances. With Venus approaching the sun, much of this work might unfold more subtly. The focus may shift towards private enjoyment, internal relationships dynamics, rather than the outward expressions of affection or wealth. Mars enters Aries, igniting passion and drive almost in tandem. Mars enters Aries on April 30th, sparking a dynamic shift from the introspective waters of Pisces into the fiery realm of actions. Mars feels invigorated at home in its home sign, where qualities of courage and initiative and combativeness are heightened. This transit could call for action about seizing the moment and tackling challenges head on and inserting air independence. Mars has been in that bubble bath for a little while, renewing itself, and then it also makes the conjunct with Neptune the day before it enters back into its home sign. So the warrior planet, Aries, propels us into to initiate projects and assert our desires. Yet with Mars, not just about recklessness, bravery, but it's about strategic action aligned with their true ambitions. Mars is also making that potent link to transformative um, Pluto on the 5th, where there's an intense drive to shed old skins and pursue passions with renewed vigor. Balancing Venus and Mars energies. This simultaneous movement of Venus into Taurus and Mars into Aries offers a unique opportunity to balance our approach to personal and professional life. Venus's common influence with Taurus can help temper Aries' fieries. Mars is fiery energy in Aries, allowing us to act with the most of both passion and prudence. For those in relationships, Venus and Taurus provides the patience and tenderness for necessary harmony, while Mars and Aries encourages healthy assertiveness and vitality. Professionally, Venus enhances creativity and attracts financial opportunities, while Mars drives us to pursue goals and with bold confidence. So, looking ahead, this week serves as a preparing us. It's a preparatory phase. We're wrapping up old projects and clearing the ground for new beginnings is advised. Reflect on your achievements and plan your next step carefully. Balanced and stable. Nurturing energies of Venus with bold and enterprising spirit of Mars. This week's celestial shifts are not just planetary movements, but they are cosmic clues to realign to our deepest desires and to move forward with clarity and purpose. Embrace the stability offered by Venus in Taurus and assertive energy of Mars in Aries. Use it to propel you forward with the energy, whether it's starting new relationships or revamping your financial strategy or launching projects. The stars are aligned for progress. So, harness these energies, plan strategically, and prepare to soar as we step into promising this promising new lunar cycle. The new moon will be on May the 7th. So this energy is preparing us for that. As we move through the final days of April and early into May, the cosmos signals significant shifts with Venus entering Taurus and Mars transiting into Aries, each planet moving into its home sign. This week promises a blend of pleasure and proactive energy guiding us towards personal growth and renewed motivation. So now we're going to go into each day of the week and what the transits are for the collective. Monday, the 29th. Venus enters Taurus. The week begins with the moon in Capricorn, settling a serious goal oriented tone for the day. However, be cautious around mid morning as the moon squares Mercury, potentially causing misunderstandings. It's best to avoid crucial negotiations during these hours. As the evening approaches, the moon's trine with Uranus in Taurus invites innovation, perfect for embracing new methods and breaking from routine. On this vibrant day, Venus glides into Taurus, staying until May 23rd. In this home sign, Venus enhances our enjoyment of life's central pleasures and stabilizes our financial matters. With the sun also in Taurus, there's a double focus on appreciating and enhancing the material and romantic aspects of life. Mars conjunct with Neptune Tuesday. Oh, that happens on the 29th too. The day that Venus goes home, then Mars, right before Mars leaves um Pisces, Neptune is in Pisces. It's going to conjunct with Neptune. And like I said, I already did a whole entire thing on that in the whole 6 weeks of that journey. So go watch that for yourself so you can understand the depth of that energy. So then on Tuesday the 30th, Mars enters into Aries. The moon shifts into Aquarius early in the morning, moving our focus from traditional pursuits to more innovative and unconventional activities. This day also marks Mars' significant movement into Aries, and it will stay there till June 8th. The shift from interperspective Pisces energy into the assertive Aries is palpable, favoring actions that are bold and courageous. This is an excellent day for initiating projects or inserting your independence. Wednesday, May 1st through Thursday, May 2nd. Aligning communication and compassion. Midweek, the moon in Aquarius aligns with Mercury, fostering an environment ripe for effective communication and expression of innovative ideas. By Thursday, the moon transits into Pisces, enhancing empathy, creativity, and intuition. This shift is ideal for artistic endeavors, spiritual reflection, though it's wise to stick to routine activities during the moon's void period. Early on Thursday, May 2nd, Pluto returns retrograde in Aquarius. Okay, so Pluto's going to be going through a retrograde period in Aquarius, and then it will be moving back into Capricorn before it transitions back to Aquarius for the next 22 years. So Friday, May 3rd, Mars is dynamic sextile with Pluto. The week nears the end, and Mars in Aries forms a sextile with Pluto in Aquarius, injecting a day with that surged with energy and motivation. This aspect is powerful for diving forward transformative projects, and deep personal changes. However, with the upcoming new moon, it's advisable to plan strategic rather than launch new ideas, new initiatives. Wait till after the 7th. Okay, so the weekend outlook, um next weekend, the moon remains in Pisces until Saturday afternoon, fostering a gentle and reflective atmosphere. As it shifts into Aries later in the day, the energy becomes more dynamic, yet it's still time for introspective and preparation and not starting new ventures. This week's planetary shifts set a stage for personal and collective transformation, making it an exciting time to plan for future while addressing current responsibilities and relationships. With Venus in Taurus and Mars in Aries, we are encouraged to find balance between enjoyment, action, and ensuring that we prepare for the upcoming, that we are getting prepared for the new moon that will be on May the 7th, that we are aligning our desires with their duties. Okay. So the insights for the week, embracing the demonic energies of Venus in Mars. We're going to go into each sign and what that is for you. So, right before we go into all signs, I'm doing my little public service announcement for my channel. Like, share, hit the notification bell, do all of those things. And I do weekly forecast, new moon, full moon, and big ass transit. So, your big ass transit of the week is was really with Mars, but it's also with the Venus and Aries. Venus and Mars. Shit, I can't do this today. I'm sorry, you all. I'm sorry. Okay, let me get focused again. So now we're going to go into all signs. So come and join me. Go back, watch the things that you may have missed. It is a story that we're weaving here. It's not just these one hit things. So if you actually are tracking it and what this means for you and your journaling, you will see how all of this storyline, the story that you wrote, how it's unfolding for you. And you can see the ahas within the energy. Okay. I am Kimberly Crow. I am a Western astrologer using Hosan system for this energy analysis. Listen to your big three, your rising, your sun, and your moon. Your rising is, you have to know your birth time. It's what you came to rise to be. It's your evolutionary path. Your sun is the light that you stand on the stage, you embody, you reflect out to others what's reflected back to you. It could be your career in your chart, also male authority figures, and it could be your father in your chart. Your moon is your emotional IQ. It's how you want to be nurtured, especially within your body, and how you nurture others, and it could be your mother in your chart. Okay, here we go. Aries, this week marks a pivotal period for you as your ruling planet Mars transits back into your sign on Tuesday, invigorating you with renewed sense of purpose and drive. Over the past 6 weeks, Mars has been in the 12th house of your chart. And this placement may have felt like wading through emotional, psychological fog. So now, with it moving into your first house, about your identity. So, what were the recent planetary activities that have been all up your butt? The solar eclipse, Cryon, you like went conjunct all of this stuff. Mercury was retrograde. The North Node was in your sign. It all's been an emphasis of a major push in your identity towards initiating new beginnings and redefining your personal goals. Mars in the 12th house could have felt deluded. You could have felt like you were like really in the mud walking through it. So you're going to like this new energy of you coming back home and your fire that you have with that. As Mars moves into Aries, expect a significant boost in your energy levels and confidence. This shift allows you to channel in perspective insights gained from the past weeks that you've been going through this transformative period. Okay, so you can move forward with action now, with grace of action. You're likely to feel more aligned to your core desires and be ready to tackle the challenges head on. Venus entry into Taurus the start of the week could also signal some financial matters for you. Venus in Taurus is going to stabilize, potentially enhancing your financial landscape, making it a favorable time for investments, purchases, or solidifying your resources. Venus is also going to square Pluto in your 11th house. That's your social circles and your hidden enemies, indicating potential tensions in transformative events connected to friendships, groups, or associates. Okay, and this could be around finances too. So Pluto's retrograde on Thursday in your 11th house further emphasizes a period of transformation in your social circles among professional networks. This transit encourages reevaluation for your long-term goals and the role in your social connections play in achieving these ambitions. It's time when hidden truths may surface and you may see a shift in your allies. Okay, that bring you more aligned to your aspirations. So there's a sextile between Mars and Pluto between the 4th and 5th of the week. It's going to enhance your ability to assert your independence within these groups. And it may bring some opportunities through some influential contacts. This aspect is potent for overcoming long-standing issues through bold, direct action, potentially leading to significant breakthroughs in projects and personal ambitions. So, Mercury, without a retrograde, is forming a supportive aspect with Saturn, which aids in structuring your thoughts, your communications in a way to have lasting impact. Taurus, your baby's coming home. This week, your focus is on personal growth and material gains as Venus, your ruling planet, enters your sign, enhancing your charm and influence. This transit brings a wave of positivity in your personal endeavors, improving your relationships and attracting beneficial opportunities. The shift of Venus into Taurus on Monday promises a period where you can shine, particularly in areas connected to beauty, creativity, and financial matters. However, the immediate square with Venus and Pluto might stir up some undercurrents in your relationships, especially in financial or deeper psychological issues that are involved. You may face a challenge where you need to balance your need of stability with transformative changes in your partnerships or financial arrangements. This week also sees Mars moving into Aries, activating the area of your life associated with spirituality, secrets, and endings. This can be a period of intense personal reflection and perhaps some necessary conclusions. Mars here urges you to address what needs to be released or transformed in your life, particularly habits or connections that no longer serve your best interests. This potent time for cutting ties and making bold decisions that align more closely with your personal truth. On May 2nd, Pluto begins its retrograde motion in your ninth house, urging deep reconsideration of your beliefs, higher learning connections in foreign cultures, or long distance travel. This retrograde period will last till October the 11th, and it might prompt you to rethink your educational pursuits and your uh, psychological, your outlooks on life, your belief systems, potentially leading to significant shifts in how you see the world and your place in it. This is a transformative time for you, and it could bring about changes in legal matters or publishing if they're relevant to you. The sextile between Mars and Pluto suggests that any action taken now, particularly inspired by deeper introspective or spiritual motivations, can lead to profound changes and resolution of long-standing issues, Taurus. Gemini, as your week is significantly influenced by Mercury, your ruler, your ruling planet, which has just completed its retrograde cycle. Now, in a delicate semi sextile with Saturn, you're encouraged to refine your communication strategies, especially in professional settings. This aspect provides subtle boosts to handle responsibilities with greater precisions and diplomatic skills. Mars' position in your professional sector since March the 23rd has amplified your drive, but also introduced some challenges, particularly through interactions with Saturn and Neptune. This has tested your resilience and ability to assert yourself in complex situations. As Mars transitions into Aries this week, it shifts focus towards your future goals and promising a fresh influx of energy directed towards long term aspirations. Venus's shift into Taurus on Monday might start some underlying tensions in personal and professional relationships, particularly those with hidden agendas or pair dynamics. It forms a square to Pluto, and this aspect challenges you to scrutinize the intentions behind the actions of others closely. Despite these potential strains, the concentration of planetary energies is in your 12th house, which is, the hidden realms. It's the subconscious, including the sun, Uranus, Jupiter, and Venus. It nudges you towards introspection and this period of deep reflection for your personal values and the authenticity in your relationships. The retrograde of Pluto beginning on the second in your ninth house brings a period of transformation concerning your views on growth, travel, higher education. This transit may bring some secrets that reshape a perspective in these matters. On following days, on the 3rd and the 5th, you'll see Mars and Aries forming a supportive sextile with Pluto, aiding in your navigating and potentially resolving complex dilemmas with innovative solutions influenced by your friends or community support. Cancer. This week, you're guided by the moon. That's your ruler in Capricorn, which illuminates your 7th house of partnerships. This placement emphasizes the importance of relationships and collaborations. You may find that interactions with others, whether it's personal or professional spheres, hold greater significance. The sun and the part of fortune in your 11th house suggests that connections within your groups or influential friends could play a pivotal role in unfolding of this week's events. As Venus prepares to leave Aries and enter into Taurus, it reflects our recent interactions and possibly linked to your career, whether it's personal influence was noticed. However, Venus's entry into Taurus on Monday enhances your social connections, but also introduces a potential challenges as it squares Pluto in your 8th house. That's shared resources. This aspect may surface financial or emotional dependencies and feel constrictive. With Mars advancing into Aries, your focus shifts towards activities pursuing your goals with renewed vigor. Mars alignment with Pluto later in the week can intensify your determination to overcome obstacles, especially those that have lingered in your personal and financial domains. So this week also demands careful assessment of your relationships, particularly those with your future aspirations, and any tensions necessary in relationships could stem from misalignment or deeper values along with your long-term goals. Your ability to communicate and negotiate will be crucial in navigating these dynamics effectively. The influence The influence of Pluto's retrograde starting on the second in your eighth house could bring transformations linked to shared resources and intimacy. This period might uncover hidden assets or reveal deeper insights into your professional and shared finances. While this can lead to beneficial developments, the intense nature of Pluto also suggests navigating this period will require resilience and adaptability. Leo, your focus is illuminated by the sun, your ruling planet, brightly positioned in your 10th house. This stellar alignment enhances your professional visibility and empowers you to utilize your natural charisma to influence, to lead the harmonious connection between the sun and the part of fortune. The moon in Capricorn suggests fruitful period for practical endeavors and gaining recognition for your efforts. However, as Venus glides into Taurus, be prepared for some revelation dynamics to surface in relationships, particularly as Venus forms an intense square with Pluto in your seventh house. This aspect may expose underlying tensions, especially in business partnerships or romantic relationships where transparency and honesty are in question. It's a critical time to address these issues head on to prevent long term discord. Mars' shift into Aries on Tuesday brings an urge of ambition, enhancing your determination to assert your needs and rights in the collaborative situations. This influence is particularly potent as Mars forms a compelling aspect with Pluto, suggesting transformative action that could reshape your approach to conflicts or negotiations. On May 2nd, the retrograde motion of Pluto in Aquarius activates your seventh house of partnerships and close relationships. This interperspective phase lasts till October the 11th and is inviting you deeply to reassess and potentially rejuvenate your most significant one on one connections, whether these are romantic or business or close friendships. The retrograde period it will likely bring to surface any underlying issues needing resolution or transformation. While this may stir tensions, it's also an opportunity to for significant personal growth and strengthening of bonds. From May 3rd to the 5th, Mars and Aries activate your ninth house of expansion and adventure, forming a productive sextile with Pluto. In this aspect, fosters dynamic energy to help you overcome barriers in legal matters, education, or travel. Mars encourages bold actions, decisive moods can lead to breakthroughs in these areas, allowing you to escape stagnation and embrace new opportunities for growth and exploring. Virgo, your weekly forecast starts under the insightful gaze of Mercury, your ruling planet, now moving direct and closely aligning to the North Node. This alignment it heightens your intuition, particularly concerning financial or deeply personal matters. Spotlighting the eighth house, trust your instincts as they guide you through complex emotional or financial landscapes. Venus's journey in your eighth house comes close as it enters Taurus, signaling a potential enhancing period ahead, especially if you're engaging in diverse cultures or exploring new terrains. However, Pluto stationed at the cups of your sixth house hints at potential challenges within work, relationships, or daily routines, where feelings of being undervalued or overwhelmed may surface. This transition of Mars into Aries revigorates your resolve to tackle deep-seated issues head on, particularly those that have been muddled during its time in Pisces. As Mars energizes your eighth house alongside Mercury, expect motivation surrounding business decisions and personal transformations to clarify and intensify. Pluto's retrograde on May 2nd in your sixth house prompts a professional reassessment of your work environment and daily routines and health practices, extending until October the 11th. This phase could unearth crucial insights that compel you to transform your approach to these fundamental aspects of your life, potentially leading to significant lifestyle improvements or changes in your work. From May 3rd to the 5th, a sextile between Mars in your financial sector and Pluto introduces a period of potent financial strategizing. This aspect offers you the opportunity to address, resolve, persist challenges related to shared resources or investments. You may find barriers previously thought to be way too big now present viable solutions, paving a way for financial growth or stability. This offering both challenges and navigating with opportunities to seize the moment, Virgo. Libra, your girl's coming home. This week starts with Venus, your ruling planet, finishing its journey through Aries, opposite your sign, which could heighten some relationship dynamics, especially as it forms a tense square with Pluto in your fifth house. You might find yourself dealing with some power struggles or control issues in personal relationships or with your children. As Venus moves into Taurus, your eighth house, on Monday, focus shifts towards intimacy and shared resources, deepening connections, but also potentially uncovering financial or emotional tensions. The sun in your transformative sector highlights financial and emotional investment, potentially signaling beneficial developments due to the alignment with the part of fortune. Additionally, the moon's favorable aspect in your fourth house could indicate positive changes at home with property matters. Mars transitions into Aries midweek, bringing an assertive drive to your relationships. This movement, combined with a powerful Mars Pluto link, suggests a period of decisive action in personal or business relationships. You might confront significant issues to transform these dynamics positively. The Pluto retrograde that begins on May 2nd in Aquarius, affecting your fifth house. This phase calls for reevaluation of romantic creativity and relationships with children, potentially revealing hidden information or it's necessary to make change in these areas. Mars in Aries sextile Pluto on May 5th, 3rd to the 5th, energizes your seventh house of partnerships. This aspect can help you overcome challenges in close relationship, strengthening bonds through shared efforts, resolving long standing conflicts. Venus. Venus is on my mind, Libra. Scorpio, this week's intensifies with relationships. Venus enters Taurus, impacting your seventh house of partnerships, enhancing relationship dynamics, but these could be challenging times with this square to Pluto in your fourth house. This could bring to surface some hidden tensions in family dynamics or between partners, especially regarding issues of control and power. Mars moves into Aries, invigorating your sixth house of daily routines, health, and boosting your energy to tackle tasks with renewed vigor. When Mars Pluto aspect provides the momentum to make significant changes in your living environment or approach to personal projects, enhancing effectively or comfortably. Despite the potential interpersonal challenges highlighted by Venus, your ability to communicate effectively is supported by the sun's harmonious link with the moon, helping you navigate, possibly smooth over conflicts. Pluto's retrograde in your fourth house prompts a deeper exploring of family dynamics and personal security, encouraging you to address, heal from foundational issues. The transit of the Pluto retrograde on May 2nd in your fourth house, this transformative phase requires you to dive into family matters and personal foundations, potentially unearthing uncomfortable truths, but also offering profound opportunities for emotional and domestic renewal. Mars in Aries sextile to Pluto, which is active from May 3rd to the 5th, is influencing your work and health sector. This transit suggests breakthroughs in managing your responsibilities or health routines, possibly resolving stubborn issues through uh, decisive action. You're encouraged to harness this energy this week to navigate your relationship dynamics and your personal transformation. Okay. Where are we now? Sagittarius. This week, your focus is on work health due to the significant concentration of energy in your sixth house. Venus entering Taurus on Monday enhances your work environment, potentially improving relationships with colleagues and making your daily routines more enjoyable. However, the square from Venus in Pluto might bring some challenges, possibly in the form of resistance or manipulation within your professional circle that test your sense of fairness. As Mars enters Aries on Tuesdays, it rekindles your enthusiasm for personal and creative projects. The rare and powerful link between Mars and Pluto, not seen for over 2 centuries, energizes your efforts and brings profound changes in how you manage resources or pursue your ambitions. This aspect could unveil innovative financial improvement strategies. Mercury's positive interaction with the North Node bolsters your creative instincts, ensuring your ideals and projects are timely and resonate well with others. The Pluto retrograde impact on May 2nd, as Pluto turns retrograde in your third house of communication and social interactions. The retrograde period until October the 11th could reveal essential insights that necessitate adjustments in your communication styles on how you connect with your immediate community. The alignment of Mars and Aries with Pluto from May 3rd to the 5th in your fifth house encourages vibrant actions in your personal life and potentially helping you overcome creative blocks or reinvigorate a romantic connection. Capricorn, this week begins with the moon in Capricorn, emphasizing a deep connection with your emotional needs and instincts. The sun's alignment with the part of fortune in your fifth house encourages you to engage in activities that bring joy, such as hobbies, romantic pursuits, and social gatherings. Venus moves into Taurus in your fifth house on Monday, amplifying your social and romantic interactions. Also faces challenging square from Pluto. This aspect may bring intensity to your relationships, urging you to scrutinize the motives behind the actions of both yourself and others. It also inspires you to invest in personal enhancements and new experiences. Mars transition into Aries revitalizes your energy for home related activities, potentially leading to renovations or reorganization at home. However, this could also introduce some tension in domestic settings. The link between Mars and Pluto provides a robust drive to make significant changes, which could include moving homes or major lifestyle adjustments. The impact of the Pluto retrograde on May 2nd begins in your second house of income and personal values, marking a period of profound financial and personal reassessments until October the 11th. You may discover new resources or revisit past opportunities that can enhance your financial security. Be ready for some upheaval, as transformative phases often start with restabilizing changes to pave the way for new growth. From May 3rd to the 5th, Mars in Aries makes a supportive sextile to Pluto, affecting your fourth house of home and family. This aspect may help resolve longstanding domestic issues or unlock financial opportunities related to property or family enterprises, easing restrictions and felt burdens. Okay? Aquarius, as the week unfolds, the moon in your 12th house creates a nurturing link with the sun and the part of fortune in your fourth house, emphasizing emotional and home life dynamics. This alignment encourages you to trust your instincts and be practical about your emotional needs, which may lead to beneficial outcomes in your personal environment. On Monday, Venus transitions into your fourth house, enhancing the aesthetics of comfort in your home. You might feel inspired to embark on some home beautification projects or make your living space more welcoming. However, Venus immediately squares Pluto, which could stir tensions, especially in professional relationships where authenticity and sincerity are under scrutiny. The energetic shift on Tuesday as Mars enters Aries revitalizes your communication sector. This marks the end of a sluggish period, paving the way for 6 weeks of dynamic, assertive exchanges. Mars, potent link to Pluto, empowers you to initiate significant conversations or decisions that might transform your domestic life and your relationship dynamics. The rare alignment between Mars and Pluto's in your third house, this configuration is not seen in over 2 centuries, underscores a period ripe for bold communication and decisive action, which could have long term lasting impacts on your ability to navigate and influence your environment. The retrograde of Pluto that begins on the 2nd initiates a profound phase of personal transformation that extends till October the 11th. This transit dives deep into your psychic and your potential unearthing of forgotten dreams or aspects of your identity that require reevaluation or revival. This period promises significant personal growth, and it may also challenge you with your dramatic upheavals as necessary to rethinking of your life's direction. From the 3rd to the 5th, the sextile between Mars and Aries and Pluto's retrograde in your sign could catalyze pivotal changes, particularly in how you communicate and connect with your community. This aspect may facilitate resolution of complex issues or foster connections that propel you forward, enhancing your ability to make impactful commitments and adjustments. Pisces, this week starts strongly with the influence of the Piscean energies as the midpoint between Sun in Taurus and Moon in Capricorn. It aligns within your sign. This celestial positioning enhances your innate empathy and intuition. Venus's entry into Taurus on Monday boosts your ability to communicate with charm and to be the diplomat, enhancing interpersonal interactions. However, immediate square with Venus to Pluto may surface hidden tensions in relationships, challenging you to address underlying issues with sensitivity and depth. Mars's transition out of Pisces into Aries on Tuesday invigorates your financial sector, infusing energy into monetary negotiations or projects that require assertive action. This shift could accelerate efforts to secure or increase your resources, especially if you're faced with delays or obstacles in financial matters. The proximity of Jupiter to Uranus in Taurus broadens your mindset, opening up a new information of innovative ideas that could significantly alter your approach in technical or innovative fields. This planetary influence encourages embracing novel concepts and applying them in practical ways, potentially leading to breakthroughs in how you manage and enhance your resources. The Pluto retrograde on the second in Aquarius is going to be impacting your 12th house. This transit invites introspection and it might reveal some hidden secrets or opportunities, potentially leading to some healing or closure of some long standing issues. From May 2nd, no, 3rd to the 5th, Aries forms a sextile with the retrograde Pluto, suggesting financial breakthroughs. This alignment could help you overcome financial challenges or unlock resources that are previously out of reach. It's a favorable time for resolving debts and managing shared finances effectively and receiving unexpected financial boost, aiding in stabilizing your material circumstances. Okay, that concludes our all signs portion, and now we're ready to receive the transmissions. So, to prepare ourselves to receive these transmissions from the cosmos and the energy of our allies that are here to support us, bring your awareness to this DNA skin suit, to you. Okay, so we're going to do that with our breath. So breathe in, and with each breath you take, the more you come into your own being, into your core, into your soul crystal, the part of you that has always been and always will be, the part that carries on through eternity. So breathe in that energy and the connection to all your Akashic records, all of your knowledge and wisdom. As we breathe in and we center into air core, into air sacred chamber, feel the connection to that. You know where it is. You've always known. Just go be there within it. So breathe in that energy, and we're going to disconnect our third eye from all of the wouldas and couldas and shouldas, that mind matrix that's out there in the world. All of that crap that we plugged into because we thought it had an answer outside of us when it's always been within. So breathe in that, unplug, breathe in, connect to your sacred chamber. And now we're going to drop that energy down into the core of Earth, into Gaia's crystalline heart, and connect to our Earth records, to our mission, our sacred mission, the truth in the light, and the gift that you are to all of humanity, the gift that you are to yourself, to your future self. Feel that energy, feel that support. Call in whoever your earth helpers are that are within that realm to help rejuvenate you as we prepare to connect to this Venus and Taurus energy, the Earth Mama energy, how much she loves us and what that is. Feel the energy of that. into Aries, the balance of the divine masculine. The divine masculine in balance with the divine feminine. Where that is within you. And not the diluted archetypes of either one of these, but the truth of what they really are. So feel that connection to that, and wherever that is within your own chart, your own map that you created when you chose to embody. This is your map. It's your destiny. It's the clues that you left behind for yourself. So remember that, connect to it, and restore that pathway. If it's been out of alignment, maybe yours has never been out of alignment. But bring it into the truth of alignment and what that really is for you, and not all the cliche shit that's said. So breathe that in and step into your power, your sacred path, your purpose, aligning your earth purpose, your soul purpose, and your God consciousness to one unified working system that remembers the truth of the mission. Ooh, so breathe that in. And when you're ready, come back into this time we call now. This is Kimberly with Celestial Juju. Like, share, and do all of those things that you do to make my numbers do whatever they do in this batshit crazy world. That's where numbers live, in the batshit crazy world. So may you be blessed by the light of your own reflection, and thank you for incarnating and being the light being that you are. May you be blessed.